Yes, this is what my video is all about. This is the dates we're looking at. Joe Biden rushing towards Halloween deadline for American Marxism right here. Rushing towards Halloween. My biggest watch dates are these days right here. Joe Biden will be out of the country in Rome, Rome, Rome. Uh, all roads lead to Rome. They're not going to be in the country when America goes down, as we all know, with the tsunami wave, with the nuke right here. They are going to be a part of it, as Satan indwelled Judas, and Judas gave up Jesus. Just as the Bible said, they hate us and they burn us with fire. Now, it could be a tsunami wave, which I said, all the nuke plants here, and this shows, as I showed in my video, it shows in The Simpsons about the nuclear plants blowing up. This was in The Simpsons, but this is in the Bible. It says they burn her with fire. Now, if that's with a nuke or our own nuke plants going up because of tsunami wave, it really doesn't matter. Either way, it says in the Bible that they give her up. This is in Daniel, and I show this. I show the Bible verses. They have a meeting. They have a meeting. This is in Daniel chapter 11. It's also in Revelation 17. They meet. They come together with the beast. So that's why all along I was waiting for an event like this to happen. They do go in their caves with God's wrath. But he says in Revelation 17 that they put in their mind to burn her with fire. They give her up. So they are in agreement. This is what my video is about. As I said, rushing towards Halloween. Here's a picture of all the nuclear plants. As I said, if there was a tsunami wave, people would die and they would be unable to control them and they would blow up. So that would be these days right here. That's what my video's about. Deadline for the 31st. God bless. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a longer video, and as I said, here's the date today. It's the 24th. Right here, it's after midnight. Probably won't put this out until the 25th. Right after midnight, I will put it out, which, like I said, I don't believe we're leaving. As I said, and I said in my last videos, this is what it says: let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except the falling away first, the man of perdition, the sin is revealed, okay? The man of sin, Satan, he'll be revealed. As I said before, this is for the people that are left behind. They will see him. They will see him. That's why whenever you see in the Bible, it has two different things. It says two different things. It's for two different groups of people. The people that don't go to the wedding supper. Okay. The second group is us, which says right here, for the mystery right here, only he that now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. This is us taken out of the way. Jesus said in Luke chapter 12, and you are like men that wait for the Lord right here when he returns from the wedding. And when he cometh and knocketh, they will open to him immediately. This is the second group. They don't go to the wedding supper. Okay, I made a video on this. It's in my playlist. It's called Luke 14. There's people that go to the wedding supper, and there's people that don't go to the wedding supper. Jesus said right here in Luke 14, it says in Luke 14, and one of them sat down to eat meat. This is about the wedding supper. He said unto him, Blessed is he that shall eat bread in the kingdom of God. This is the wedding supper. Jesus said, I will not drink from this cup until I do it in the kingdom of God with you. This is what he was talking about. This is the wedding supper. This is Luke 14. Everyone doesn't go to the wedding supper. Matthew chapter 22, about the wedding supper. Jesus said, For many are called, few are chosen. To be chosen, you got to follow the instructions, as I had in my last video. Jesus said, remember Lot's wife. You follow the instructions. You are watching and waiting. You pray always that you are accounted worthy to escape all these things. So I wanted to explain that before I get started. I have a video. It's called Luke 14 in my description. It tells about the two groups. It says right here, you are like your men that wait for the Lord to return from his wedding, and when he come and knocketh, they open immediately. Even they miss the wedding supper. Returns from the wedding. When Jesus returns from the wedding. It's the second group. You didn't go to the wedding. You're waiting for him to return. I had videos on this. This matches up with 1 Thessalonians right here. This is us. We are taken out of the way. In the second group right here that didn't go to the wedding supper, they will read this and they'll realize Jesus is coming. He's coming back. He returns from the wedding. Okay, that's why this is in here twice. Now, my video is about this right here. He's not going to, as I said in my last video, he's not going to be at Taco Bell. And I will go over all that. I'm looking at these dates because everybody wants to know the dates right here. To the 31st right here. That's what I'm looking at. The 8th day of Tabernacles right in here. This is what I'm looking at. Joe Biden is going to be at the summit, okay? He's going to be meet with Pope Francis, okay? As I said, he's leaving on the 29th. He's going to be on the Vatican. And then he's going to the summit, okay? 29th. The 30th and 31, he's going to be at the summit. So, as I said, sorry about that. My computer, the battery was going dead. Actually, after I get done this part, I'm going to put the end of this video. And it's all about the Bible verses. And I will go over it. So, Biden's going to be gone. He's going to be gone to G20 from the 30th and 31st, Halloween, right here. Obama's going to be there also. As I showed in my other videos, he's going with Biden. This was an article I saw. Biden rushing towards Halloween deadline for American Marxism. Yes. Yes, because after we are gone, this is what it's going to be. Now, I'm going to go over the Bible. Jesus said that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hands of them that hate us. Jesus said, you're either for me or against me. This right here, hate us. This is the enemy, okay? Jesus also said, if the world hate you, you know that they hated me before it hated you. This is Babylon. Babylon is destroyed and they are hated. We are redeemed from the hands of our enemies. Satan hates us, okay? Babylon, just like old Babylon, had Jews in it, okay? The Jewish people, God's people, were ruled by the Babylonians. God saved them out of the Babylonians' hands, okay? But they were hated, okay? We are God's people. Babylon, daughter of Babylon, yes, it fell. It falls. But we are redeemed from the hands of our enemies. Babylon, all over the world there is believers. But Babylon is a representation of the daughter of Babylon, is the Christians in Babylon being ruled by people that hate us. Okay? Same thing. Obama, right here. Obama says America is no longer a Christian nation. He said this a while ago. Okay? He said this was when he was in office. Because he hates us. He hates Christians. He hates Babylon. Okay? Biden is finishing the job the administration started, Obama says. Yes. Destroying Babylon. Destroying Babylon with Biden and Harris. This is in the Bible. I will show you. Iran deal. Obama funded. Obama gave Iran $150 billion. This is when he left office. And he's giving money to the hands of their enemies. You are known by your fruits. He's giving money to the enemy. He is one of the enemy. He hates us. He hates the Christians in Babylon. Okay? He funded the war. Okay? He gave them money. Biden did the same thing. When our troops left there, he could care less. He deserted them. Biden did. He deserted them. Why? Because he could care less. He hates us. Obama hates us too. Right here. So this is one of the articles. $30 million for each U.S. soldier killed. This is when Iran. This is also now with Afghanistan. These are the characters right here. They hate us. They hate us. If you notice, Kamala Harris, she was in Obama's administration. That's why you see her right all the time with Obama. Biden, it was in Obama's administration. Obama, right here. This is when Obama was in office. This is a carryover from Obama. This is Obama. Okay? They hate us. This is in the Bible. They destroy Babylon. They burn her with fire. I will show in my next part I'll set up. I'm putting these two together, and I'm going to put more about all through the Bible. Satan was involved with everything. When Adam and Eve in the garden, Satan was involved. Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel. Satan was involved. Judas and Jesus. Judas betrayed Jesus. He was indwelled by Satan, it says. He was involved. Satan tried to tempt Jesus for 40 days in the wilderness. He failed. Jesus overcame. Praise the Lord. So Satan's always involved. When Babylon falls, Satan will be involved. Same thing. So, as I showed you right here, 1 Thessalonians, this is why when I made my videos and I would have days and people would say, well, I thought you said this day, or well, I didn't see anything happening that would do this, okay? He was stepping out. He was going to be on the world stage. Well, now he is. He's on the world stage. He's going to be sitting in the Vatican, somewhere around the Vatican, I believe, when Babylon's destroyed. I will go over that in my next part. But, as I said, we escape right here just before it happens. But as soon as it happens, he will be revealed, as I showed you right here. This fits out with the rest of the Bible, as I said. These people right here, the wedding supper, they don't go to the wedding supper, they return. Jesus saw this is in Luke 14 about the wedding supper, Blessed is he that eats bread in the kingdom of God. This is a wedding supper. He talks about, Luke 14 is about the wedding supper. Matthew 22, many are called, few are chosen. It's about the wedding supper. You were chosen to go to the wedding supper. Just like Jesus chose his disciple, he also chooses his bride. And as I showed you, here's the date. I'm going to set up for the next part of my video. And as I said, this is the highest watch right here. The 21st, the 30th, 31st, 3 days. He's going to be with the Pope 3 days. Very interesting. As I showed you here, Joe Biden rushing the Halloween deadline. And as I showed you here, the money in Obama right here. They will give her up, just like Jesus was given up by Judas. Judas gave up. Judas gave up Jesus. He was indwelled by Satan. Well, Satan's also going to give up Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. And it says this in the Bible. And I will go over that in my next part of my video, and I will set it up. And this is in 1 Thessalonians. We know that iniquity abounds right here. God bless you, and I'll set up for my next part. God bless. Well, this is the end of my video. So I hope you're all doing well. I was going to put up about Judas and that, but as you know, Bible says you're either for us or against us. As I said, these people right here hate us. Everything they do, their actions, they hate us. Christians, they hate us. This is in the Bible, and I will show you right now. We are redeemed from the hands of our enemies. They give us up, okay? Just like Judas was given up. Judas was indwelled by Satan. This person right here will be indwelled by Satan, and he will give us up. This is in the Bible. Now I'll go over this right here. As I showed you, 1 Thessalonians. There's two groups. There's ones that are chosen, as it says, many are called, few are chosen. These people right here, they will see the son of perdition, as I said. This group here, us, we will not. We will leave right before he comes. This is when Babylon falls. I believe it's going to be, the highest watch would be right in here to the 31st. As I showed you here, Joe Biden said this, or this was said, Joe Biden rushing towards Halloween deadline. That's the 31st. Now let's go over the Bible, okay? It says, for that day shall not come except the falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Now this is in the Bible, okay? This is in the Bible. There's events in the Bible. It says, and I will show you. I will show you. This right here. That man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. But us, we are out of the way, right here. Only one that knoweth letteth until taken out of the way. I will show you this right here. First of all, I will go over this right here. Revelation 18. For your information, for a study guide for your own self, Revelation 18 and Daniel chapter 12. Okay. These are the same, but they say a little bit different words. Okay. Now, this is a departure, if you notice. This is Revelation 18. I heard a voice from heaven say, come out of her, my people, so you not partake in their sins, and ye receive not their plagues. So there's a departure here. Revelation 18. Come out of me, my people, so you don't share in their plagues. Right here. It says right here, another angel came down from heaven with great power and great glory, right here. Daniel chapter 12. It says, same thing. Where's a departure? It says, and at that time the people will be delivered, every one that shall be written in the book. So Daniel chapter 12, there's a departure, and there's a departure in Revelation 18, okay? Why am I showing you this? I'm showing you how Revelation 18, Daniel chapter 12 is the same. A little bit different wording, but they are the same, okay? So, what I am concerned about is Revelation 17, because that's what's going on right now. Revelation 17, right here. It says, and shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall ever overcome them, for the Lord of lords, King of kings, and they that were with him were called chosen and faithful. This is us. This is when we leave, okay? This is when we leave. Chosen and faithful, the first group, as I showed you. See, it says right here, chosen and faithful. This is what Jesus said right here about the wedding supper. Many are called, few are chosen. Right here. So, it's telling when we leave. We leave about this time when Babylon falls. Okay, this is in Revelation 17. Revelation 17, it's right here. So it tells you what happens. It says, say unto me, so the waters, this is Babylon right here. Right here. But if you know up here, it says 1 hour with the beast, right here. See right here? We are right here. We overcame him. We overcame him right here. We overcame. We are the overcomers. The open door, as it says in Revelation. The overcomers. We overcame him. They shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For the Lord of lords, King of kings, and they that were with him were called chosen and faithful. This is us. See right up here, it says, the 10 horns saw 10 kings, which have received no kingdom yet, but received power with the king 1 hour with the beast. So they meet. It's a meeting. It's a meeting. They meet together. They're meeting. Okay? But at this time when Babylon's destroyed, it says right here, it says they have one mind, okay? They have one mind. Right here, they have one mind. They have one goal. They have one mind. And it's destroy Babylon, which is of Christians. Yes, Babylon is horrible. We live in a horrible country. As Jesus said, it's more tolerable than Sodom and Gomorrah. Babylon's, we were once a great nation, but we are a fading flower, okay? But we that have been watching and waiting as we are instructed will escape. See, it says, for God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast until the word of God shall be fulfilled. Okay, this is giving her up. Okay, this is giving her up. Okay. For the woman of the great saw is the great city which reigneth over the whole earth. So, this right here where it says they have meeting with the beast, unto the beast, this is what First Thessalonians is saying. Right here. That no man should deceive you, for that day shall not come, except there are falling away, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So this is where we're at right here. In Revelations 17. This is all about ready to happen, but they meet. Okay? They are one mind. There's good and evil. They are evil. So, this is also in Micah chapter 4. I have said this before. Why do you cry out loud? Is there no king in thee? Is their counselor perished? For pangs have taken thee as a woman in travail. Right here. And the Lord shall redeem them. It says even Babylon. So this is not just Babylon that people are being delivered. It says right here, go forth out of the city, thou shalt go even to Babylon, even. So there's people in Babylon that will be saved, but around the whole world. All of us around the world that are watching and waiting, there shall be delivered. The Lord shall redeem them from the hands of their enemies. Who are our enemies? Our enemies are the ones that are plotting against us to bring us down. Just as Judas gave up Jesus, these people will give us up. And I will show you. Now let's go to, I showed you Revelation 18. That matches up with Daniel chapter 12. As I showed you, says they shall be delivered, everyone written in the book right here. Just as I showed you in Revelation 18, it says right here. Says it in a different way, but it's the same thing. It says, come out of me, my people, so you don't partakers in their sins, and ye shall not receive her plagues. Come out of me, my people, right here. Come out of her, my people. So this is a departure. God's calling his people to leave, to come, get out of here. Come to heaven. But redeem them from the hands of our enemies, just like I showed you right here. So, Revelation 18 and Daniel chapter 12 is the same. So, if Revelation 17 talks about all the kings, okay, the kings of the earth. Where this is more descriptive, it specifically says 7 kings in that. Daniel chapter 11 is the exact same. It talks about the kings. It talks about the king of the north, the king of the south. But it says the same thing. They give her up. And I will play it right now, and you can see for yourself. They meet. They come to an agreement to give her up. Just like Judas gave up Jesus, but Satan indwelled Judas.
Daniel 11. Also, I, in the first year of Darius the Mede, even I, stood to confirm and to strengthen him. And now will I show thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the 4th shall be...
I think those 3 kings in Persia are Russia, Iran, and it could be China, but there's 3 kings right there right now. There's Russia, and it could be Syria, but it could be Turkey, but there's 3. There is. I think it's three kings. It's Russia, it's Iran, and it's China. That's what I think. But we will go from there.
Far richer than they all, and by his strength, through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia. And a mighty king shall stand up, that shall rule with great dominion, and do according to his will. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken, and shall be divided toward the four winds of heaven, and not to his posterity, nor according to his dominion which he ruled.
That's Babylon.
For his kingdom shall be plucked up even for others beside those. And the king of the south shall be strong, and one of his princes.
One of his princes is Biden, okay? One of his princes is Biden.
And he shall be strong above him, and have...
He will be strong above him. Okay? That's because Biden's is in control, but he's actually Obama is in charge. Obama is in charge. Obama's calling the shots. Okay? Obama's calling the shots, but Biden is his prince.
Dominion, his dominion, shall be a great dominion. And in the end of years, they shall join themselves together, for the king's daughter of the south shall come to the king of the north to make an agreement.
So they come together to make an agreement. This is also, as I showed you in Revelations 17, right here. Revelation 17. They come together and make an agreement, which is right here. They have one mind. They shall have power and strength unto the beast, right here. Right here. 1 hour with the beast, right here. They will come together. That's what it means. They have a meeting.
But she shall not retain the power of the arm, neither shall he stand, nor his arm, but she shall be given up.
She shall be given up. That's Babylon. That's the daughter of Babylon. She shall be given up. These people are going to give us up and burn us with fire, as it says in Revelations. Says it in Revelation 18. It also says in 17, at the end of 17 also.
And they that brought her, and he that...
They that brought her. Who brought her? Right here. They brought her. In other words, Biden will give her up. They will give her up into his hand.
That begot her, and he
begot her. They're part of it, part of them.
He that strengthened her in these times. But out of a branch of her roots shall one stand up in his estate, which shall come with an army, and shall enter into the fortress of the king of the north.
So there you go. It talks about in here, Daniel chapter 11, it talks about the king of the south, king of the north. And as I showed you, they give her up. They have a meeting, as it says in Revelation 17. They have a meeting. They give her up. This is exactly what it says in Revelation chapter 17 about the 1 hour with the beast. They have a meeting. They give her up. So this tells you in detail too what happens, just like it does in Revelation 17, as I showed you right here. They have a meeting. So, like I said, a long video. Like I said, some people don't like these kind of videos, long videos. Some people do. Some people say I'm redundant. Like I showed you, many are called, few are chosen. And it says in Micah chapter 4, it's very interesting. Why do you cry out loud? This right here, it's either Babylon or it's Israel. I didn't know which one it was. But as time goes on and Joe Biden's out of the country, it seems like this would be Babylon. It says Babylon right down here. Talks about Babylon right here. Does talk about Israel. it talks about Babylon. So it could be, why do you cry out loud? Is there no king in thee? Our king will be gone. Biden or whoever. Is there no counselor perish? For pangs upon woman in travail. So this is what I'm looking at. Like I showed you, these people hate us. Joe Biden, right here. Joe Biden and Obama. So, as I showed you in this video, now what's going to happen? Some people say a tsunami wave. Some people showed that, CERN or HARP was causing the volcano to erupt. I don't know if that's going to happen. I know in Revelations it talks about a stone. As I said, it could happen. Well, let's just play it.
Revelation 18. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. And
so, I believe this is the second departure. As I said before, this is in Daniel. I believe this is in second departure. It says, many shall shine, and they that were wise, this is the wise virgins, shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they will turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. I believe these people have 10 days. I have said that before. I believe this is all happens, boom, 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 right here. Everyone written in the book, as it says is right here, everyone written in the book. This is also Revelation 18, as I showed you here. Says, come out of me, my people, so you don't share in their plagues.
that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward.
It does say Babylon is fallen, okay? It does say Babylon is fallen. So we know that all this happens when Babylon falls. And as I said before, these jokers, as it says in Revelation 17, as I showed you right here, it says God put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom to the beast, and the words of God shall be fulfilled. The woman which thou sittest was a great city that reigneth over the kings of the earth. It says the 10 horns will make, right here, and shall, it says, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So this is also an 18, which this is just telling you what's going to happen. And then it tells you in detail in Revelation 18 what happened.
Her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself, and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord.
So, as I just showed you, in Revelation 17, it tells you this same thing happens.
God who judgeth her, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more, the merchandise of gold and silver and...
So, there could, like I said, I believe there's 2 events. I believe Babylon falls first, and then God judges the earth with fire and brimstone, with rocks.
Precious stones, and of pearls, and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all Thyan wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed.
Well, like I said, the main thing is about this whole video is that, is the fact that they won't be here. If they're going to destroy Babylon, they're not going to be in the United States. And like I said, this is the highest watch for me. And that's why they're going to be meeting in Rome for 3 days. The 29th, right here, the 29th, the 30th, 31st. This is the highest watches for me. I would say the 28th, the 29th, 30th, 31st, because they give her up, as I showed you, and he's going to be revealed after we leave. So, before when we were looking at dates, just like today, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's the 24th. Do I think we're leaving today? No, I do not. I'm going to put out this video probably at 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. I don't think we're leaving because they wouldn't be here. George Bush was not in Washington, D.C. when 9/11 happened. He was in Florida in some classroom reading an iPad Go book. Why? Because he wasn't going to be in Washington, D.C. when it happened, because they planned on hitting the Pentagon, and he wasn't going to be there. So, like I said, this is all planned, and like I said, this is why I believe that this is the highest watch for me, is right here, Rome. They're going to be in Rome, kissing the Pope's hand. God bless you all, and this is long enough.